Hey guys, Roberto here from the Real FIFA HD, back with another Tottenham Hotspur career mode. I think we're on episode 4 right now, and here we're going to go right into our first EuroLeague match of the year against Genk, which Genk are obviously the underdogs in this game. We really shouldn't have trouble getting rid of Genk. This is the group stage, so I think we will end up versing them again, but I'm not positive. It's like the Champions League, yeah. In Champions League you verse them twice, yeah. So here we're going to start off the game by going into our first highlight in the 5th minute. Now moving into the 6th minute, and Welbeck gets the ball, turns the defender, and slots it into the corner in the near post, and does that annoying dance celebration that I tend to overuse a lot in this episode. And a nice pass by Bale, and just a nice first touch by Welbeck to slot it into the bottom, and it's a good start to our EuroLeague campaign with a goal in the 6th minute by Welbeck. And here we get a free kick over Vertonghen. We pass it over to Sandro, and Sandro does a nice pass over to Welbeck. Welbeck dummies it through, does a nice fake shot here. Not really a fake shot, and then he finesses it perfectly, goes posting in. And he does another annoying celebration, the prancing bird. But I really did like this goal. I was really surprised it went in when I shot it while I was recording, because I really didn't expect Welbeck to be able to put that in, but he finessed it perfectly. And it just flew perfectly into like the corner of the net, and it hit the post perfectly as well, because it just crossed the goal line after hitting the post. Now moving into the 31st minute, Welbeck gets it down the line, does a little bit of dribbling, pass over to Bale. Bale tries to pass it, deflects back to him. He also slots it in. So now we're beating Genk 3-0, and it's not even the 35th minute yet. So Genk are in for something big, but we don't know yet for sure if that scoring will continue this pattern. And now we're moving into the 42nd minute, where Genk actually get a chance. Vossen on the ball. I try to take both people, but they just threw past it, and then just a bunch of scramble going on here, and we eventually do end up clearing the ball. And then it is halftime. The clip after that is taking us to halftime. We are beating Genk 3-0 going into the second half. And now Defoe on the ball, passing it down to Welbeck. Welbeck doing a roulette, but he's epically failed there. And we get a yellow card here with Danny Welbeck, which we really shouldn't have. And now they're going to take the free kick, and they are going to try and whip it in. But we are going to take care of that. And Sigurdsson now on the ball, pass it over to Bale. Bale gets also tackled, and they pass it up to Chimenga, over to Emana, over to Chimenga, and Chimenga now running down the wing, pass to Ojo over to Vossen, and Vossen gets through a guy, finesse shot, save, and we are going to clear that. And I decided to keep this clip in because it was just a kind of a back and forth affair of chances for each team. Here they get a chance, and they get a corner off this chance. That's why I decided to cut the filter. It'll just be a bunch of editing for me, because there are a lot of chances. And we do end up clearing that, and Sandro does end up getting the ball. I do try and play through ball here to Welbeck, but right when I press Y, Welbeck moves away. So it was kind of hard to pull that off. And they pass it back to their goalie and clear it out, but we get it back to Welbeck. Welbeck passes over to Defoe, and Defoe tries to play a ball over to Welbeck, and he does just that. And Welbeck now tries to do I tried to do a little bit of skill move, but I failed. And now they have the ball once again, but we steal it back with Defoe, and Defoe takes a shot, but it goes over the net. Defoe yet to score for us, I believe, in this series so far. As you can see there at the top, their goalie has 0 saves and allowed 3 goals, and Loris has 6 saves and allowed 0 goals. So Loris is doing very good this season. And now Defoe on the ball again, trying to do skills, because we were leading 3-0. I decided I would try and pull off a bit of skills, but not to be, because I am not very good at skilling. And now here comes Genk on the attack. Buffel going down the line. He's trying to do something. He crosses it in, and they almost get I thought that guy would jump up and try and header it, but he didn't do a good job of that. And now Bale plays in a ball to Welbeck, and Welbeck cuts in with a fake shot, takes a really long shot, and he gets a corner off it. And here's where I make some subs. I think I do make a triple substitution because my guys were tired. So I took out all 3 midfielders. actually just from the center defense mid up until left and right mid. So, and now here they get a corner in the 69th minute. And Koulibaly puts it in off the corner. He jumped extremely high to get past my defender. Now moving into the 74th minute, Bale has a chance. He lobbed through balls over to Defoe. And you know what Defoe does in these situations. He's going to put it into the back of the net. And Defoe gets his first goal of the series. And he does the prancing bird celebration. And it is now 4-1 for us after Gent got that goal back. And a nice finish here by Defoe. Just turns his body perfectly to be able to just chip it over. Not really a chip. It wasn't a chip, but he did put it over the goalie after the goalie slid down. And we go into full time. We do finish 4-1. So our first Europa League game does finish as a win against KRC Genk, I think it was. Yeah. Bale gets man of the match, but him and Welbeck both do tie with 9.5 match rating. But Bale does steal the man of the match from Welbeck. And as you can see the stats, they had more possession, but we made the most of our chances while they did not. And there are a bunch of games. I was going to show the scores if there were just a little bit of games, but there was like a huge amount of games. You can kind of see if you pause for a sec. But now, as you can see, we're just going through a little bit of time before the next game, and Tom Huddleston is mad at us because we aren't playing him enough. And I don't really want to play him. I'm kind of waiting. I'm probably just going to transfer list him and wait until the January transfer window and get rid of him. I know he does have like high shot power and good strength and stuff, but I don't really see myself using him. And as you can see, a little news piece on how mad he is that we're not playing him. But little do I care about Tom Huddleston. And we're going to move into our next match against Reading now. And Dean Parrott also wanting to play, but I doubt it because I believe he's one of those young guys that are really low overall, and I don't see him playing. So I'm probably going to have to send him out on loan. And here I changed the weather from raining to clear because I hate playing in rain. It just pisses me off. I would have played in it, but I was just kind of didn't want to get angered or frustrated by the game at the time of recording this, so I just changed it to clear. And here I think I do make a couple of subs because there were a bit of players. I believe I do put an Adebayor for Welbeck because I do not want Welbeck to pull a muscle and late in the game or something. So, and I tried to take off Alex Sancho, but I don't have anyone to replace him, so I did take off the normal Sancho for Dembele, which I might start actually making a permanent change Dembele because I do know Dembele is very good in this game, and if you can play CDM, I might as well play him instead of keeping him on the bench and putting him in as a sub every game. But well, we'll see. And now we are moving into our game against Reading. And here, right off the bat, Pogrebnyak gets the ball, and we tackle him, and he is going to need to get taken off. So 2 minutes and 7 seconds in, we've already injured one of their players, Pavel Pogrebnyak. One of the guys who, when I do a career mode and I verse Reading in a game, tends to score a lot against me. So I guess it's kind of okay that we tackled him and injured him. But here, Bale gets in the 19th minute and just wires one top corner from at least 25 yards out. It was a wonderful strike by Bale. Captain Bale pulling through once again to get us a goal. He's scored a lot of goals this year, this season, already. And as you can see, he just wires it. And Lennon does get a yellow card for a challenge. It didn't show, but he does get a yellow card. It was kind of a dirty challenge, but what can you do? And here, Guthrie plays it over to Funes Mori. He plays it over to that Roberts guy. They subbed in for Pogrebnyak. And what do you know? He scores instead of Pogrebnyak. So that kind of made me angry. As Pogrebnyak, who scores against me, gets taken off, and then his substitute starts scoring me. But here, Bale bursts through the defense if they aren't there, and then near posts it with his weak foot. And it's Bale's second goal of the game, and Tottenham's second goal of the game, and now we have a 2-1 lead against Reading. Bale's goal is really nice. I didn't expect him to have that big of a burst of speed to just go completely through the Reading defense, but apparently he did. And we go into halftime leading 2-1 against Reading. So, going into halftime leading for the second straight game in this episode. As you can see, Liverpool and Sunderland tying at halftime as well. And here we get a free kick in the 62nd minute. And I give it to Sigurdsson, of course, because last episode he scored that wonderful free kick. I thought I could have scored this one, because I normally would kind of score these kind of free kicks, but I do just narrowly miss it with Sigurdsson. Probably should have aimed it a bit more to the right and curved it into the corner, but I decided to just go for the straight approach. But I take Bale off for Dempsey here, and I put in Welbeck for Defoe because Defoe really wasn't playing that well. I didn't really even notice him at all the entire game, so I just said I'd take him off. I do notice Holtby can't play left mid here, so I take him off for Sigurdsson because Sigurdsson was a bit tired. And right after I do those subs, they pass over to Kebe on the wing, and Kebe passes into Legertwood, and Kebe again on the wing. So it puts in an LBY pass over to Roberts, and he scores again. So this Pogrebniak substitute has scored 2 goals against me already, and I was frustrated with that because, as I said before, Pogrebniak always scores against me when I play as Reading, and now his substitute comes with a vengeance for me injuring Pogrebniak and scores 2 goals. But here we're moving into the 73rd minute almost, and Walker passes the ball to Welbeck, and Welbeck passes it up to Adebayor, and Adebayor smashes it into the corner. And in 73rd minute, we take the lead, and surely that will be enough to put us ahead. Well, it has put us ahead in the game, but surely that will be enough to give us the 3 points that we want against Reading. Welbeck gets an assist just after being put on, so it just makes his play so much better that we're playing him because he has been doing fantastic. But don't worry, because EA has struck again, and they decided to stop my Agger from moving, and they scored right away after I just scored with Adebayor. Literally 1 in-game minute after they have scored, and after a complete rape of LBY from almost the 18-yard box in their box to the 18-yard box of mine, and on my half of the field, and they perfectly hit that pass. But we do get a 90th minute tie, or 90th minute leading goal with Adebayor, as he gets another goal. He played fantastic this game, and I think I'm going to play him over Defoe in the next game, but that will be next episode. And we do end up being Reading 4-3, and the stats were pretty even, 50-50 possession I believe it was, and we just had 2 more shots than they did, but we had the same on target, and we had 2 fouls and 2 yellow cards, kind of messed up. But that is how this episode will finish. And they give us a little news piece on a nice dramatic finish by Adebayor. And our next game, which will be in the next episode, will be against West Ham, a Capital One Cup game. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. And make sure to like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see some videos that are career mode and Ultimate Team. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.